Welcome everybody back to the Create mod, and as you can see behind me, I made a couple of changes here. It looks a bit actually strange to me after really looking at it, but I tried to do a little train platform over here and added in some lanterns because we needed a little bit of light because it started getting a little bit dark here. And well, it looks a little bit weird, I would say, to be honest. But it's okay for a little start. I tried using some of this new andesite pillars, as you can see here. The andesite casing pillars. Something a little bit new. But on to today's main little objective. I wanted to build a redstone factory, so to speak. So if we quickly just jump in here and we select redstone, there's actually a recipe here. Where are you? There we go. This is the best one I've got. You got your normal recipes, you know, crushing certain things up, but it's things that you can't craft and that you have to collect. So I can see I've got this one, which is easy enough. So lava is easy enough to get. Flint is basically crushing cobblestone and gravel to get flint. And then netherrack. Now netherrack is a whole nother story. That we need to craft with cobble and cinder flour. But cinder flour you get from netherrack. So you need netherrack to make cinder flour, which doesn't make a lot of sense. You've got one with using different stone, but then you need to have a whole farm. Well, the normal stone farm is easy enough to make with nether wart, but that makes it more and you got to heat it, so it adds a lot more things to it. We've got options of using basalt, but that also is not that easy to do because the only recipe we've got for that is the normal standard recipe of using the blue ice and the soul sand. So I went with the straight recipe of doing the flint. So I've got automated flint and I've got the lava, but the netherrack we have to collect. The netherrack's easy to collect. You know, just go to the nether and collect it. And in create, that's even easier because you can create big drills and do it. So that is what we are going to do now. So we're going to head to the nether and we're going to start drilling for netherrack. So let's jump to a little bit of a time lapse and then get a whole lot of netherrack. Well, as you guys see, we've got some giant tunnels up here and I am actually right under the nether roof. You can see there's the bedrock sticking out over there. So that's as far as you can actually drill, unless you've got a mod that goes through bedrock, but that's as far as I can currently go. And I did a video recently on mining, automatic mining machines and things like that. And the one I used is the one, well, that I used here. So it basically builds a wall in front of you, so blocking off lava or water, and builds the floor, and then we can get whatever we want. Now you can see this goes all the way down there and down there, but now you might be asking, but now why are you doing it here? There's other places you can gather up netherrack. So let me quickly just quickly build myself closed here. before these guys come interrupt me for a second. Okay, let me go to my camera account, and you can't see it, but oh, there's part of it. So if you see there's part of the Nether fortress. If we go onto the map, and you can see where the tunnel is. So here I am here, and you can see there we dug a tunnel all the way around like that. Now, not that I really need it, but I want to build a wither skeleton farm here, because you got the fortress. There's a fortress here below us, and at the same time we can clear out and use the materials. So if I quickly switch on the bounding box, there we go. That is the bounding box of the Nether fortress, or the area that it's in. So you see the bright red is the physical pathways of the Nether fortress. There you can go all the way this way. You can see here's the Nether fortress, and where it goes to everywhere. There it's pathways going down everywhere. And then you see this light red area is the full bounding box. So this is from the corner where it starts there, wherever it links up to is the full area. And that is where I've based it. You can see my pathway going down to my portal, which is down over there. And I am down over here, up in this corner. So this is the first corner. So it heads that way and that way. So my plan is to take all of this out, this entire area all the way down here, including the fortress, and then it's like a perimeter basically. So I don't have to dig it out. But it's not a full perimeter. It's only where the fortress is in, so it will help with mob spawning a little bit. Then we are sorted with netherrack. Just makes things a little bit easier. So you can see this is where the boundary is, and it's going in that direction. So we are going to be taking that out completely. Well, hopefully. Okay, so now I've built up most of the factory except the building of it itself, the building around it, because it's basic things. It's oopsie, what am I pressing here? What do you call it? A cobble generator, crushing some gravel and things, and got the flint, but I'll show you guys when we get there. So let's make our way to our factory. Now just remember which way to go. This is a pretty dangerous place. Okay, so I'll see you guys at the new factory. Okay, we have reached our new factory area. You guys should remember this is the part. Here's the gunpowder factory area. And then I said I was going to build something down here, so this is now what we have built. We got the real redstone factory. And before we have a look at that, I want to show you something else I've found here. First thing, I've got 2 ocean monuments. Here's one over there. I'll zoom in a bit. There you can see there's one. And there's another one down here. And they are actually linked, I think, directly opposite each other. So I'm thinking of maybe building something there. Something. So we can take that down and we can maybe build like 2 farms and something that links them. But we'll have a look at that at a later stage. And I was going to build a mega storage area here. But I've decided to build actually a mega trading hall rather. So I'm going to use this as a trading hall because we've got a village right here. So we can build a trading hall over here. And we are going to move our mega storage to this island. So I built a pathway going all the way down here, and you can see, yeah, this is basically a very big island, and there's a little bit of a hill over here in the center. So I'm going to take all this down, and then we can build a mega storage, because I don't know how much space I'm actually going to need. So I think that will be a better option. Okay, now for our redstone. Whoops, wrong button. Sorry about that. As you can see, I tried up some of the new colored vaults. Now I still want to build up the building, so I want to do that quickly before we actually have a look at everything. It's just basic little things here, but I want to show you guys what's what. So let's quickly build up some walls and a roof. And nothing too fancy, just plain and simple. So let's jump into a little time lapse and I'll check you guys afterwards. Well guys, I said it wouldn't be too fancy. I just built a little castle looking little build around here, as you can see, and then added some decorations afterwards. And no, that's about it. I don't think this is a place we're going to be spending that much time with. Now let's start from this side, the basic factory where it actually gets made. This is the vault that keeps the redstone. Some of the netherrack that I've had I threw in here already, now with testing and everything. Now I've built this here, so if I want my train to stop here, then I can, my little storage train, then I can transfer items from this vault easily to the train, because it's obviously now it's outside. So that's where the storage basically ends. If we quickly go in here, let me close that. Let me jump into my camera and it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, so here we have our cobblestone generator, which is probably, I think, already filled up. Yeah, no, that thing's filled up. And here we are crushing. We've got 2 layers of these millstones here. You can see there's one. There's the second one at the bottom. So that's crushing the cobble into gravel. The gravel gets crushed again into flint. And then the flint is getting stored inside this vault, which is about halfway full already. And our netherrack is coming from that side down this belt into this vault. This is where we're going to store the netherrack. So that's going in there. Okay. Now I just got to switch it on. And you can see there the redstone is going out. And we've got obviously the lava coming from underneath. You can just see the pipe through there, and lava comes in, the netherrack and the flint from this side, all mixed together, and we got a redstone dust. Now, pity you don't have that in vanilla Minecraft. That would be so cool. This is just the power supply. So I built up a steam engine here, and we've got obviously our lava source, which we all should know by now is very easy to build. Have an infinite lava source. You have a very big hole. Now one layer of lava drops down all the way to the bottom, and you just suck out lava like you need to. Now you can see the lava is going in there. So we've got a normal power source, and that's where our lava is coming in, and it's going that direction to the factory all the way down there. Okay, so that's something we have done before, so it's not too easy, and it's actually overkill because I'm only using like a percentage of it. But if I need to do something else added on here, then we've got it. Oh, but now we can actually switch this on. I forgot nearly. I've got 2 switches. That is the switch on the farm, that side, and we go up here, we got another switch which is now bringing this belt from there into the factory. This is where our netherrack comes through, so that we're going to check out in a sec. So if I quickly go jump like this, oh, there you can see everything's running, and the netherrack, and that's getting mixed in there. The redstone's going in. Okay. Now, that was the easy part. Now obviously we had to go to the nether to collect the ingredient we need. Here's my train ready to go. Now what I've done here, which we have to put this down in a second. This is where my big drill is standing. You can see that's basically the size of the drill. Okay, so that's where the drill's going to be in a second. And then we drain the drill into all these chutes because I've got a whole bunch of bolts on it. And then the items are going to go all the way down to there, into that vault. And then it gets separated. The nether rack goes up that way. So I've got a filter on here which blocks any nether rack coming through here. So everything except for nether rack will go this way. Nether rack goes across that side. All the way to that thing down there. There you can see better. So there the nether rack is going into the factory area there. All the other items are going to come into here, get stored into these 2 vaults. Okay, which probably might not be enough depending on how much drilling we do. But once my train comes in, you can see here the train's standing here ready to go. The train's connected, and I see there's some items in there already actually that I was busy testing with. Space is a bit confined here actually. That's why I was like building on a lot of space, because sometimes it gets a little bit compact. Okay, so there the train's connected by all 4 of the connectors on the train itself. So any items that comes down there is going into these vaults. And why is that facing that way? That's not right. No, it is right. Sorry, my mistake. It goes in there, comes out that side, and comes out this side, and then can get picked up on these belts here and get pushed into the train. Now, there is a lot of netherrack. I think there's more netherrack than the bolts can actually even handle. But this is going to be probably a lag spike, I'm assuming. So let's see what happens. Ouch. Ah, that wasn't so bad. Okay, now the power's on. Now, there is, I think, close to 200,000 netherrack in this thing. So, here we go. Geez, the belts are already full. And obviously most of the netherrack is there. Now you can see the machine I built here. That builds the floor. You can see all the deployers at the bottom. And, oh man, this thing took me like an hour and a half to build. And then all the deployers in the front. That builds the wall. So as this thing is going forward, it just builds a wall of netherrack, blocking off any lava or water or whatever not. And the floor, so it's safe to obviously move. The only thing you gotta worry about is anything that comes out the walls, but obviously we're gonna take the walls away, so it doesn't make much difference. Okay, now let's see here quickly. So there we got items coming through. There is a lot of items in here. There's 15,000. We got basalt, ancient debris. There's 15,000 in there. There's 30,000 basalt. Thousands of basalt. Man, we've got like 200,000 basalt, 200,000 netherrack. And there's ancient debris and everything in here. Gold, shroom stuff. I got about 10, maybe 15 ancient debris out of just doing that. But now you can see there, everything is going into this vault, which is actually not backing up at all. There, the netherrack is coming out, going all the way to the factory. How much is in here already? Because there was like nothing. Are you gonna tell me now or not? No, it does not tell me at the moment. And then everything else is coming. There's quite a lot of stuff in here. I hope nothing is building up here. That shouldn't, because the chutes are directly on the belt, so nothing should block up. Yeah, no, see, it's coming out nicely over here. So this is going to take a while to all come out. You know, one trip and then we have enough redstone for the rest of our lives. So this is definitely going to take a while, because now the train's going to fill up. Yeah, the train, I've only got two vaults on here. So the train will fill up completely probably once this thing is done. This is going to get filled up as well. So we're going to have to see on how much space there's going to be afterwards. But that is the gist of today's video, guys. We got this huge drill which is crazy. But I got another one. I actually got 2 of them for another project. So once this is all done, I can take my train and I drop that off at the home base area. And this will just keep on filling up as it needs to. And that is it. All done. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining me. Stay safe. Enjoy Minecraft. Cheers.